I could go live. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Come on in, come on in, come on in. Whether you come in now or you come in later. This is Win Life Talk with Crystal and my brother, Mr. Mac. We are here tonight with another hot topic, another banger,
We back.
another situation. And we're here to talk about it. We're here to get into it. So tonight's topic is, hey Miss India, long time no see, girl. How you doing? So we tonight's topic is basically, um, how do you feel, or would you allow a high profile celebrity, um, rapper, artist, whomever, bring you on a platform where there are uh thousands of people in presence or thousands of people streaming and watching to bring you somewhere and to drop saliva in your mouth.
So you're like I say, we ain't been here in a while. We back. We back. Had a little
Mm,
high, working through some things, but we back. So why don't you share with the viewers out there that's in the universe, um, your experience because I believe you was at that concert live.
I was
So
there.
give them a little lead up. You know what I'm saying? We all how they always try to portray it. The image just given to the public is not the whole story, but ladies and
Right.
gentlemen, who was there live at the concert. Give us the full lead up,
Okay.
and
So
we'll break it down.
this past Saturday, here in Atlanta, Kevin Gates had a concert. So as he goes through his set, he pauses and he asks, "Okay, I'm gonna bring somebody on stage." So he says he went to one person. He said, "Hey, you here with somebody? Do you have a boyfriend? Do you have a husband?" The girl was like, "No," but she was kind of hesitant. He was like, "No, you got somebody." Went to the next person, and of course, he was like, "Oh no, you here with your dude?" To the third young lady. Asked her, she said, "No, I'm good." Asked her again, "No, I'm good." So he brings her on stage. He said, "Okay, come up on stage." Brings her on stage. He grabs her hand. He said, "Let me introduce myself. My name is Kevin Gates. What's your name?" She told him his name. And he said, "I have a question for you. Will you allow me to do anything to you?" As you could tell, she was kind of timid, kind of shy. She was nervous. She was like, I don't know what to say." He said, "I'm going to ask you once again. Can I do anything to you?" The young lady stated yes. So he grabbed her hand, walked her to the chair, set her down. He said, "Now lean your head back and look me in my eyes." And he said, "Now open your mouth and stick your tongue all the way out." The young lady proceeded and did as he asked. He grabbed a bottle of water, poured it in his mouth. I don't know if he switched it because I wasn't that close, but he poured it into his mouth and he leaned over and dropped his saliva, probably mixed with the water, into that young lady's mouth. Rubbed her cheek. She sat on back up, and he started singing his song, "Please You, Dick You Down, Please You," however it go. She walks off stage. He said, "Hey, make sure she good. See if she need anything." She walks off. That he continued to perform. Now, this has, before I actually went to that concert, it was already viral that he was dropping saliva in women's mouth. They say he did it to a pregnant woman. That's the clip that went viral. So he actually done it in Virginia. He's done it here in Atlanta, and I'm pretty sure he's going to do it in every other state going forth. But the question is that appropriate? Is that shameful? Is that even health wise safe? Because I don't care who this man is, you still don't know his health status. You still don't know um who he been dealing with. You still don't know his sexual ventures, but yet you are so starstruck that you allow a man to spit his bodily fluids into your mouth. I don't even play that in my own personal relationship, so I know I'm not finna go allow somebody I don't know what they do with their mouth to yeah, we all know that he meditate, he take care of his body, and he eat clean. We know that. But still and yet, that's something I would never let. I don't care if you got $1 billion, Rich. You ain't finna spit in my mouth.
So, ha. And ladies and gentlemen, y'all know, man, we done talked about this leading up to this show. So I want to just take a step back. So he, like I say, because sometimes the general public just get one side.
Mm-hmm.
He asked those young ladies that he brought on stage, "Can I do anything to you?"
Yep.
Now let's keep in mind they had all opportunity in the world to say, "No, I'm good, I pass." But
Yes.
correct me if I'm wrong, you was there live. He asked multiple women
Mm-hmm.
multiple times, "Was that okay?"
Yep. He asked her twice. Was it okay?
So now
Yep.
if y'all out there, y'all know where y'all know where Joe Mack finna go. What does that say about the person?
That they didn't care. That they was starstruck. But guess what? She had the look of shame on her face when it was all said and done. She looked crazy in her face when it was done. But my thing is too, he said, "Can I do anything to you?" He left it open. So what, you ain't gonna ask questions? I would be like, well, what's anything? Cause what if she didn't see the viral stuff? I would, what is anything? Is you gonna let me return the favor? Cause that's the kind of type of time I'm gonna be on. I'm gonna be asking questions before I
Now,
see anybody chair. And if I see him and I'm leaning back and he finna go, oh baby, I'm moving my whole face.
you just said something because he did say anything.
Anything.
Anything could be anything.
Anything.
And like you, and another point that you made, are people that starstruck?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, or are they willing to sell their souls for that 30, 45 second walk of shame or quote unquote to them fame? Because you're right, the video went viral.
And we don't know what he gave her in the back. It could have been a signed T-shirt, a signed CD. It could have been some bullshit.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
But and the point we're making is some people willing to risk their image for that 30 to 45 seconds. And understand, we say it all the time on this show. Somebody knows you in real life.
Yes.
So I'm pretty sure somebody was with her at that concert, her homies, homegirl. When you left that concert, you got back home, pretty sure it was a million questions asked. Now,
Right.
the part we didn't get to, what was your significant other, partner, whatever you want to call it?
If she had one.
If
But
if
But we want to speak on the pregnant lady because with the pregnant lady, as you see from the videos, that was all saliva. It was no swishing of water or nothing. That was straight spit. And we want to call it out. So in her sense, yeah, where was your, because she was pregnant. Where was your child's father? Did you have to answer to him? Did you run to your doctor and say, hey, I was at this concert and I allowed this celebrity to spit in my mouth. What are my precautions? Or what do, you know what I'm saying? What's my next course of action?
and the funny thing about this, like I say, that's why I was glad that you was there in person. Because we'd have seen the video. A lot of, everybody would have passed judgment on Kevin Gates. Oh, he shouldn't have did that. But no, the root cause was they allowed this to
They
go on.
allowed them. They allow. If I knew how to put the video on up here, y'all, I would have played it for y'all. But they allowed him, and he asked them several times. So he got full blown permission. So I'm sure it won't be no backlash coming to him, but except from the people in the communities that's saying, "Well, I wouldn't did it," or that type of thing. But far as any legal stuff, he won't get no backlash because he
Oh,
clearly and he posted.
and you best believe it was an
He
it was an
posted on his story.
Yeah. What up? What up? What up? What up? And like you say,
Bro.
when he asked that question several times, that was basically his NDA.
Yeah, because he asked her clearly twice. He introduced himself. My name is Kevin Gates. And would you allow me to do anything to you? He
Yeah.
did. Yep, he did.
That,
He made a
that,
verbal agreement.
that's what I was saying. That verbal agreement was his NDA. So it ain't nothing she can come back because like Crystal said, he asked several times, "Can I do anything to you?"
Mm-hmm.
So if y'all out there, man, in the metaverse, as we like to say, man, come on, chime in, man. This ain't about us. We want to know, your thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Your girl, your dude, whoever, go to a concert because we not even this. We've seen multiple concerts where people are brought on stage
Mm-hmm.
who are willing to sell their souls for that 30 to 45 minute seconds of fame.
Yeah. Yeah. And we all know they, like you say, they bring people. Yeah, they bring them on there. They gyrate them. You know, Urshan and caught some
Mm-hmm.
slack for him and Kiki Palmer, but it's just in this sense, somebody spitting on your mouth. Like I say, he did what he was supposed to do. Now he asked her. He not only did he ask her once, he asked her twice for clarity. Loud, everybody in that stadium heard it. And
So,
I know somebody who was actually front row in the what they call it where you just stand up at
mm-hmm.
in the bay, the bunk, whatever. I was gonna say bunker. In the bay, the I forgot what they called it, but hey, I knew somebody was actually standing down there like at the stage and got a listening ear. He said some people was like, ew, like no, why you let them do that? Like it was like mixed crowd emotions during that time. So, I don't know what y'all say. I mean, we have men on here too. So what if Janet Jackson wants to spit in your mouth? Would you allow it for the men? I know I won't. I don't even play them type of games.
well, with Miss Jackson, that has always been one of my celebrity crushes.
They
And brother
drop
Joe,
saliva.
brother Joe had to say a no to that. You ain't spitting in my mouth. No, no, no. And we know a while back it was a video of I don't know if it was a I don't want to say a hard rock, um, but I don't know what they I'm having a brain lapse on what they call that type of music. But the young lady was actually urinating on people on stage.
Oh wow, wow.
Uh, I wish, like I said, I wish I could pull that video up too as well. Um, so there are people that let folks do whatever to them. So
Mhm, mhm.
it's a no for me at this station. It's a definite no. I mean, I do have respect and dignity and class about myself, but nah, we not doing that. You know.
Cause what are you getting out of it? Like you say, you're getting 30, 30, 30, 45 seconds of fame from him acknowledging you. But then if you go viral, okay, you're going viral, but when you go viral, now you're getting the opinions of the world because they like you're not only getting the people's, you're getting people that probably calling you stupid and dumb and why you allow this and this is the health risk behind it. And but then you got people saying, like Team Kevin, he did the right thing. He said he got a verbal contract, he got a verbal response. But what my thing is, what in his mind to say, okay, what am I gonna do different at these concerts? I'm just gonna say, I'm gonna just add to me spitting in people's mouth. I hope he do an interview because I really want to know what was his process behind that. Like, what made him say, "I'm gonna spit in somebody's mouth"? That's gonna be my viral moment.
I,
You wanna read it?
oh, I'm sorry. I was stuck. I was getting ready to say something, but yeah, I absolutely would. The mouth is one of the nastiest parts of the body, but we tongue kiss and give oral sex. Some motherfuckers even eat booty. Well, he's the booty king. He talk about eating groceries.
Mm-hmm.
Sexy Red girl just got a spit start in her sex tape. Hey, you must have read our mind because we actually gonna talk about this in the second half of this.
Yep. I'll talk about that too.
Cause
Yeah.
we get your popcorn ready.
Yeah. We're gonna talk about that too. So yep, that's yeah, it is. They said dog mouth cleaner than ours. That's and that's the reason why I said I wouldn't allow nobody to drop spit in my mouth. This man do whatever he did with his wife. I don't know if it's him and Drake are still together, but he may have had outside partners where he has did stuff with, like you say, he eat a booty gang. You know, I seen some where they say he liked to drink urine. Said the lady urine was clean, so he liked to drink her urine. And of course, people eat vagina and all sorts of stuff. So yeah, so he's doing this to all these people, right? So the moment he dropped that saliva in your mouth, you might as well say you've been with all them people too.
I
That's how this is how my mind set up. Like you done been
because
with all the folks.
we talked. I wish I was there live with you because I'm saying nothing in my mind. My mind work. I tell people my mind work differently than a whole lot of folks.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just thinking. I'm gonna play role reversal. I'm gonna just say that's Suki Hana.
Okay.
She called me on stage and say, "Can she do anything to me?"
Mm-hmm.
You don't know what anything is.
Mm-mm, because it's a blanket statement.
Now, some people gonna say, "Well, I'm gonna live for the moment. I'm gonna do me, and where I'm gonna worry about me, worry about yourself." We got all that. With that, we ain't even go down that rabbit hole. But if a person say anything,
Mm-hmm.
if a keyword anything, you don't know what the hell finna happen to you.
Exactly.
So I'm just saying, and some people gonna say, "Oh man, you take risks every day." Absolutely, we do.
Mm-hmm.
You walk out the door every day, you're taking the risk that you may not make it back home.
Yep.
Bingo. Keyword is anything.
Mm-hmm.
That's A to Z. But
Rooter, tooter.
you have like I said, that 30 to 45 seconds of fame is like, man, that's they live for it.
Mm-hmm. They did. I mean, it's like, and everybody body fluids don't mix.
Yeah. And I don't want to be like everybody. I've always that's been my MO. I don't want to be monkey see, monkey do. I don't need to go follow that trend. So ladies, if you're out there, I know y'all out there watching. Talk
Yeah.
to us. If you've
'Cause I,
been in this situation or been on call on stage, or what would you do?
yeah, because I know you the tongue kiss somebody and they saliva that made your saliva thick or feel nasty because your body fluids don't mix or because what they eat or they diet in is different from your body chemistry. So when those two salivas mix sometimes it be nasty, it's thick. And you be like, what they got going on? So I don't even like to tongue. I won't even tongue kiss nobody. She was fame struck and agreed to anything. What if she would have drop kicked her ass off the stage? Exactly. Like I said, he left it that anything left it open to where your mind, her mind, should have been wondering, like, okay, what is he finna do? Is he finna sit on my face? If he, like you said, is he finna drop kick me? Is he finna slap me? Like, what is he finna do?
Man,
Especially if she hadn't seen the previous viral video showing that he was uh already doing that in every city he was going to.
man, say anything.
Anything. Anything. That's crazy.
And I think, like I say, and I want folks out there watching. Oh, they trying to trust me. We not downgrading her or Kevin Gates. We just asking the question.
Mm-hmm.
Are you that starstruck? And like I said, it don't even have to be a musician. It could be
Yeah.
it could be a celebrity of NBA player, football, NFL player. Uh, these quote unquote Instagram gurus. Are you that starstruck to let a person do anything to you?
Mm-hmm. That's what bro said. You have to pay attention to detail, and the actual words we agreeing to is anything. I mean, she could have got bacteria in the mouth, a bacteria infection.
Hmm?
What if he ate? He was back there eating seafood or sushi or anything, and she was allergic to it. Now you done let him drop saliva in your mouth, and he just was back there chewing on fried fish and oysters. You know what I'm saying? And you allergic to it. Not, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I just, like I say, you could spread anything. Herpes, he could have spread if he would have been active in a herpes outbreak. Not saying he had that, but I'm just putting it out there, other different health risks that could come from swapping saliva.
Man, it's wide open because like I say, our minds wander with a lot of different stuff. But
Yes.
like I say, ladies and gentlemen, it's gonna be a no go at this station.
Yeah, me too. I mean, to each his own. Some people, like that. Even in the sexual content with their partner, some people like it, and that's cool and fine. But we talking about with a stranger.
There you go. You took the words right out of my mouth. A complete stranger. Um, that's like you might well say it's part of his routine. So you become a part of that individual's routine for 30 to 45 seconds.
Yeah. And just imagine how many more miles he gonna spit in because he booked out into the new year with concerts.
Now
So
and
he gonna spend it 30 more miles.
like we said, we play devil's advocate. There's some folks out there like, I'm waiting on him to spit in my mouth. We know y'all out there.
Baby, they was me, ah.
And y'all getting it firsthand from a person that, like I say, we videos, etc., etc. But we getting it live from an individual that was there,
Yeah,
present.
live and living colors. Like I said, I wish I knew how to put the video up on here because I most definitely would, so you guys can listen and see for yourselves. So this person say, Mesta, I don't want to mess the name. She nasty as fuck, but Kevin Gates has no limits. Having sex with his cousin and kept going once he found out they were. Can't stand him. LOL, folks crazy these days. Most definitely crazy. And he asked you too at his concert when he first come out on the stage. Have y'all seen my interviews? Do y'all know my music? Is this your first Kevin Gates experience?
They go another buzzword, experience. So he finna give you an experience. Hey, to each his own, as they would say, to each his own.
So he putting it out there. He wants you to know. Have you done your research to know who I am and what I do? So he put that out there from the jump in so many words. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Then way through. Okay, now I'm finna show you what I'm about. Now I'm finna show you. And he say, if it's any mamas out there, older mamas out there, plug your ears. He said, cause I'm finna punch dick through her soul. And
Hey,
that's with the calling them up there to spit in their mouth.
can't
Excuse
be mad.
my language, but that's what it was. That, like I say, that I don't know. To each his own. But me being in the healthcare field, I just look at it from a medical standpoint of the risks that could come along with allowing somebody, a perfect stranger, somebody you know nothing about, um, rich, poor, indifference, drop saliva in your mouth. And like I say, with this young lady, he switched water. With hers, it was a mixture of water and saliva. But the first initial video that was going around with the pregnant young lady in the black Hers was straight saliva.
And she pregnant.
Like he had to pull it from the back of his throat and drop it in there.
35 to 40 seconds. 30 to 45 seconds of fame.
Mm-hmm.
People.
But that's the crazy part, because after the fact, when he rubbed her face and lift her head back up, she was looking like, what the hell did I just allow this man to do? She was looking crazy in the face. It's a double-edged sword because of the way society's set up. Now it's cool, and this is a agree to disagree type of situation. Yep, most definitely it is. Because some people don't rock with it, especially the ones who do that in their private space. They're gonna agree with it. Like, okay, it's just this is what it is. This is, part of the culture. This is part of what some people, a fetish or whatever you want to call it, is what some people like to do. And that's fine.
And like you just said, she had to, if was a fifth.
Mm-hmm.
And she had to go back home to somebody.
Yeah.
What you tell that person? Because that video, as soon as it happened, I might have I seen your feed and might have woke up probably about an hour or two later, man. It was on every major feed. It was.
Yeah. He put it on his story. DJ Choice put it on his story on Instagram. Like, they was posting it. Like, this is what they do. And I'm gonna watch they stuff because I want to see who's gonna be the next victim. But like I said, that young lady's face, it was just like, after it was said and done, it was like, oh crap, what I just let this man do. It was like that from that middle of that stage to getting off the stage, and she probably felt like she was walking for a year, because it's like that walk of shame, like, oh God, because she didn't lift her face up and was smiling, like, because he went to singing his other song, she didn't do none of that. It was like she could have cried.
Yeah. Dun, dun, dun,
Yeah,
dun.
it's that aftershock, like, oh, but it was never too late. Hell, she could have got up out that chair. Oh, hell no, she could have moved her head. She could have said, no, I'm good. Because if you finna do what you've been doing in your viral videos, then, you know what I'm saying? I thought, well, thank you for calling me up. She could have did it respectfully and allowed another fool to get up there. Well, I can't even call him a fool. Another person to get up there.
Absolutely.
She could have. Man, we almost at that half-hour mark, man. I thank y'all for tuning in. For those watching now who will watch later, like, share, comment. Y'all could have been doing anything else on y'all good Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But y'all choose to rock it out with us, and trust and believe we really do appreciate it. Tonight is like a two-part special because, we had a young lady who, let me read bro's statement, then I'm going to go into it. If that was my woman, she would have walked in the door and I would have been spitting at her ass until she got done getting the fuck out. I'm just saying, yeah. Because who want to do that? Because like I said, you think of it in the sense as they already say, if you sleep with somebody, you done slept with everybody that person done slept with, right? And vice versa. That's what they say in the medical world. So, in that sense, I take it as, if we don't know who are he dropping pig into. He could be dropping pig every state he going to. He could decide to say, okay, this is a wild night. I'm gonna do X, Y, Z, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you don't know that. We don't know. We don't know this man. We just love his music. We don't know him as a person. We never been standing in his presence and know this man life history, but what he put out to the world, right? So then you allowing him to drop saliva in your mouth, not knowing if he just bust down somebody, you know, 2 hours before the concert or the night before the concert and did XYZ. But now you taking that same saliva, body fluid, all that, and taking it in your mouth.
Mm-hmm.
I was listening to a podcast on TikTok. Well, I didn't really say the podcast because, dude, you just jump on there, people come in and talk about it, whatever. And so he was talking about the topic too. And the lady was like, I'm older. I love Kevin Gates. My kids listen to him. I'm always gonna listen to him. But she said she was no longer gonna support him. But like I was saying, it ain't a that's her personal opinion. But my thing is, you can't.
It
He
wasn't him.
made the decision, but you can't fault him for them allowing him to do it. Like I said, they may be his personal fetish. We don't know what that man like to do behind closed doors or whatever. The fact that may be his personal fetish. So you can't get mad because these women are allowing him to do it.
Yep.
All right. So we had, like I said, we was at our 30-minute mark. We do want to talk about this Sexxy Red tape because this tape dropped. Um, she said she aired it by mistake. It got on her Instagram story by mistake. She didn't
Pound
intend to put it up there. Sexxy Red is the young lady that sings Pound Town. So her tape was leaked.
Miss Ski.
Her tape was leaked. She got a lot of backlash from the video. It was a sex tape. And in this sex tape, they didn't like people didn't like what they seen. So she received a lot of backlash from this tape. She understood. She said she was heartbroken, like she was crushed because she didn't mean to put that out to the world. And
Mm-hmm.
but at however long it was up there, people caught it. That's why I say you have to be real careful when you clicking buttons on your phone. Like I knew a young lady say her it can happen because her friend whole camera roll ended up getting put up on social media by mistake. So it can happen. So we can give her the benefit of the doubt about that. But now she has to deal with the backlash that's coming from it. You know what I'm saying? Like what people are saying. So I don't know if this something that could tarnish her reputation, just like with Sukiana when her video came out. It left people open to have an opinion. This say they leaked on purpose. Can't stand her thug looking ratchet ass either. That's why she get. That's what she get. Thinking she's sexy. You ain't sexy. You better go in. You better go in. But yeah, like people hold themselves to these standards when they be singing and rapping these sexual explicit songs. And then when they get exposed and it's not what they're rapping about, it's not what they're preaching, it's not what they're presenting, then you, like I say, you leave that door open for people to be like,
So,
go ahead, because
so, so, Mister, you don't want to go to Pound Town?
Pound Town got a lot of bad reviews.
Hey, oh man, it was, and like I say, y'all, this ain't a bashing moment. This we just discussed it like everybody else done discussed it.
Mm-hmm.
Sexy Red making a lot of money. Her stardom has blew up, making a lot of money. Lots, a lot. I got you, no sir. Plenty money.
Mm-hmm.
And she once again, she's free to do any and everything she want to do. But when you present yourself, as Crystal just said, when you present yourself in a manner, she done put it out there to the world that thing is Pound Town brown, booty hole brown, pink, with all that in between. Y'all know. I know some kids watching, so I'm not gonna get too explicit. But she put herself in a manner that she was top notch.
Juicy fruit.
That video,
But the video show desert dry. That's a good way to put it. And then in that situation, he said because that MF was dry, he had to spit start that MF. She was sitting up there looking like a little boy.
hey,
she, she,
understand it
yeah.
worldwide, man. Like I say, man, we doing a justice. It was some folks, man. I done seen some folks
But
talking about if you got
but
to be.
let's but let's play devil's advocate.
Go
Like
ahead.
before I go to this next statement, because what bro say, it was dry. He had to spit starter, right? So let's play devil's advocate.
We always do it. Let's
I
go.
have been. I say this: if a woman is dry down there, That can mean one or two things.
Come on, I'm
You
listening.
didn't warm you didn't warm the pot first.
Mm-hmm.
She's not you didn't mentally stimulate her to get her there for one.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say foreplay, and she's not sexually attracted. Those are reasons why women will not get there with you. So from the look of her face, it didn't even look like she was into the whole ordeal. I don't know, but that's just my like I say, I'm playing devil's advocate. But like I say, when you put yourself out there in a manner of you top tier, you this, you that, but then you get exposed and now you out here desert dry, you gotta answer to that.
Now, like me and you talked about it, I would love to see the lead up. Was that random? What? Because you ain't just getting butterball naked for anybody.
Right.
So you know me, y'all know I love to play. I said I wanted to see the lead up. There had to be some lead up.
Mm-hmm. You don't even know what to say. I mean, to say she getting her bag. I mean, I get it. People sell their souls for this fame. Folks have to keep values at some point.
Absolutely.
Also say, damn, hello, y'all going in. Yeah,
Hey,
not funny and just talking about it.
hey, we
And,
just talking about it because I
yeah. Say if she not into him, what she there for? That thing always dry unless she got a real when she had twice by her own admission. Wow. That's great. Yeah, that's also true too. But you know what? Sometimes when you young, you jump into something thinking, or you listen to that person. Oh, I'm bomb, and I like what Kevin Gates say. I'm gonna knock my D through your soul. So that person could have been talking mad game, and she was like, "Well, okay, well, I'm gonna see what it's about." But then when she see what it's about, it ain't pipe. It ain't. You know what I'm saying? It ain't what she thought it was. So her libido drive then tanked. Now, like bro say, you got a spit started, but that spit ain't gonna last 2.5 seconds. Hey, Adelina, thank you for popping on in here on us. So, but just to go back to it, you have to answer to the community. You got to answer to the world. Now you got all this criticism saying, hey, you ain't practicing what you preaching.
hey, and I just looked it up, man. She has 2.5 million followers on Instagram.
Wow.
Pound Town has streamed on Spotify over 1 million times.
Whoa.
So she has a large following.
Mm-hmm.
But we're trying to figure out is Pound Town. You got to eat that pound cake in the middle of the desert because it wasn't no moisture. I'm gonna leave it right there. What Miss Brady say, people will sell their souls just for a little bit, even a little bit. Absolutely, absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Just say ski. It wasn't no ski. It was desert.
Yeah, but
Sandpaper.
it was wasn't no ski. It was hey, woo, that be woo. And like I said, man, y'all out there watching this, man. Look, we just having candy conversation
That's
because
it.
it was a lot of folks on social media talking about they homemade videos a whole lot better than what that was.
Yes. And it's like when you reading all those, hopefully whoever her team is, for one, gonna cut off her comments for a minute. Or for two, keep her off of social media because that can destroy her confidence, her self esteem. Like that can really take her down to where she be feeling like I don't want to do this no more because I don't want to be in the public eye. Because the simple fact is now that I'm not adding up to what I'm out here rapping and singing. People ain't gonna feel the same about it no more. You know what I'm talking about?
Then a partner of mine was like, "Don't be surprised if another video come out where it's really getting down with the get down, just to let folks know, like, hey, don't get it twisted." So yeah, man, hey, and we had some folks by all means, if that was a way for her to sell her records and get more record sales, absolutely, because
Yeah.
a lot of folks live on them likes and clicks. So folks,
Mm-hmm.
once it was out there, you found everybody
Yeah. Cause baby, once you get out there, somebody it's gonna be some people who gonna be what is it called? Where you mirror it and screenshotting it. So it's getting out. No matter how fast you try to remove it, it's gonna be somebody that's gonna have it. It's gonna continue to cycle. But it just like at one point as women, like everybody's saying, people selling their souls. Is it that bad to where you feel like you gotta sell your soul to come up, or was it a promotion scheme to say, okay, we're gonna? I know it look bad, it don't look like what you preaching, but we're gonna throw it out here because it's still gonna bring you good publicity as well as bad publicity.
I think you just actually just hit the nail on the head again. It could be a PR tool. People have different ways to gather that attention to grab to a certain group of folks they're looking for. And
Mm-hmm.
and we all know, like I say, man, videos go all the way back to we're gonna date ourselves a little bit, but go back to Luke when he was banned in the USA. You see the album cover. So all
Mm-hmm.
so all it's not new. We
Yeah.
just so she's portraying an image. She has a large following of young women that's following her, and
But think about it too. This just came and popped up in my head. We had Little Kim, we had Trina.
everybody had that poster too. 1996. I promise I had it. I ain't gonna sit here and lie to y'all.
But were and I don't know, so maybe you could answer this question for me or whomever may know. Were they ever exposed or had any videos leaked? Because that, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, I don't. I really don't. So, and then back then, you figure mostly everything was camcorder, so you wasn't plugging no camcorder uploading. And nowadays, you can just take, bing,
Yeah,
gone.
and then that also has to show too. You have to be careful who you are allowing to videotape you, to record you, because one argument, you could be one argument away from your whole body on the private parts on the internet.
We seen it. Like I say, this is not new. But so anybody listening, oh, they going in on Sexxy Red. No, no, no. Kim Kardashian. That's how she became famous.
With Ray J, yeah, they tape.
Allegedly, her mother knew about the tape and put the tape out.
Yeah, like you said, allegedly. That's like what's the other one? Mimi and one Steve
Hey,
J. The other
yeah,
guy that they leaked they tape.
yeah. We went on absolutely, absolutely, Mister. You just
The
said it.
Kurt Rock.
Yeah, you are absolutely right. Like I say, it's a new age, new society, instant gratification. Hey, things we did back then, we low key kept private. We might have told that homeboy, homegirl, hey, da 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 da. But that's as far as it went. Nowadays, everybody want let me or they
They got out. Yep,
or
they
some
got out.
brothers, y'all brothers know I talk about y'all. Some of these cowards out there break up with a chick, get mad, want to put all the pictures and videos out in the world. Come on, man. You ain't no real man. You a coward.
Mm. What Jasmine say? It's all about entertainment and money. Yeah, that's the world we live in now. Is like this is people are willing, like they said earlier, willing to sell their souls. They're willing to put their self out in the world, whether it's positive or negative, to climb the ladder in the industry, and that's at any cost, with no regards or respect to their family, with no regards or respect to their self.
Self respect is always should all no matter in anything you do in life. It should always be number one.
Hmm.
Always.
Yeah,
Regular, regular Joe or Jane, high class celebrity. You gotta have a value. You gotta have that line and say, you know what? Hey, I understand. I gotta respect myself. Because
most.
one day I ain't gonna have this fame, and then one day I may get fame. So that's why I say you have to take it from both ends of the spectrum.
Yep, you have to. Yep, and look at it in both ways. And then too, when you get older, and they get older because they in their young phase now. But I want to say she do have a child, so it's
Thank
like too. So when your kids get older enough to be on the internet and they be like, "Oh, my mama's Sexy Red," because she may linger on for a while. She may don't have no short term career, but even in that sense, her kids could Google her, and that may pop up, and then that's the conversation she got to sit down and have with her kids and her babies and say, "Yes, this is what happened. I'm sorry." They may have to see it from their friends. "Oh, your mama vagina was all over the internet," and what I'm saying. Nobody thinks about the backlash that your kids is gonna have. That's
Zero.
why I don't even get mad when like K Michelle and other of these celebrity people keep their children out of the limelight. Like we may have seen K Michelle son one time, and I think she was on Love and Hip Hop New York at the time. Never again have you seen K Michelle son. So I think it's good you keep these babies out the limelight. Yeah, maybe whatever school they go to, whatever they may know.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's K Michelle's son. Or maybe not. They might have it where they don't need it. She might have her parents or whomever going to pick them up, drop them off. PTA means so you have to look at it in a sense of I got to protect my babies because they could always go back in history and find that stuff. So I don't know. I guess it's more, for the women's on that side because we expose, I expose ourselves, man. We gonna get the backlash.
Absolutely. And we know it's still one sided with that. The female gonna get the backlash. The male go off to ride off in the sunset. Yeah, that's a notch under my belt, and keep moving.
Yeah, he the man. He the buzz down king.
Mm-hmm.
Because you don't hear nothing about. At least I didn't see. You ain't hear nothing about the gentleman that was in the video.
Nothing.
Nothing. Just only her.
The only thing they called him was a spit starter.
That was that was it. That was it. That's all. So we just have to be mindful of what we do, not judge it, because I never judge.
Oh yeah,
Because
absolutely.
that ain't perfect. But you live and you learn. I just always say, think about it. Think about how it's going to affect your life. Think about how if I go on this stage and let this man drop saliva in my mouth, how is that going to affect me in the long run? Am I gonna be one of these paranoid folks for the rest of my life, thinking my lips gonna fall off, or I'm gonna get a bump because I done let this stranger spit in my mouth because I'm fascinated with his music, or I'm fascinated with the way he looked.
Mm-hmm.
Even I ain't gonna lie, I was like, oh my God, he fine, he look good. Like he take care of himself. He was so well put. He was slim fit with his slacks on, his nice fitted shirt. He wasn't up there with his pants sagging. He presented a different person, but same in the aspect, he still presented himself as a nasty nigga.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin Gates experience. Ask questions. Think about your actions. I wish he would have called me up there. I would have I would have reversed it. Can I do anything to you? Can I sit you in this chair? Because I'm already knowing what is the whole thing about. I done seen it. Can I sit you in the chair? How you feel if you reversed it and I spit in your mouth? Would have allowed that? Probably not. I
that boy,
probably ain't even got to put a probably on it. He wouldn't have.
that boy from Louisiana, boy, he might have said something crazy.
I would have said, look, look, I eat clean just like you. What? I'm
Go
not.
ahead, go ahead, little mama. Oh,
I would have
hey,
said, "Hey,
hey,
what
man,
we doing?"
y'all don't mind us, man. Hey, man, this show, like I say, man, just understand that. Hey, we're not here. We're not here downgrading nobody behavior. talking about nobody. We just saying in general, you know what I'm saying, with the young lady Crystal was talking about, she was at the show live. The young lady that went on stage and let Mr. Gates put that saliva in her mouth. And we was talking about Miss Pound Town. You know, Miss Pound Town had a lot of folks food, you know what I'm saying? But was it the moment? Was, it's debatable.
Yeah, it is. Trisha said folks want their 10 seconds of fame so bad they don't care how they get it. Exactly. But then they be looking at the backlash on the back end.
That 10 seconds make you look
Because I'm
like
like, you know what I'm saying? Especially for people who knew that girl. Say if her friend, of course she had friends. She ain't come there by herself. She came with some people. Now, you got to think, they recording it too. And as they recording it, 9 times out of 10, they tagging her name in it. Now, other outsiders who don't know this girl from a can of paint know
Mhm.
who she is, have her social media handles. And now they on her thing saying, girl, you stupid. You crazy. You could get bacteria in your mouth. You can, now if she ain't strong enough, now her self-esteem down. Now she got suicidal thoughts. You gotta think of all of that
Mhm.
before you put yourself in these positions. Because guess what? Kevin Gates ain't finna call you tomorrow. He
Nope.
ain't finna call you next week. He not finna
Nope.
call you after the show.
Nope.
What he told them people, handle you right then and there. Make sure she good. She need anything.
You might
Guess what
get
you probably
you
got? A bottle of water to probably range her mouth, and then here goes some sign
you might
up.
might be
Night.
able to take you to the dressing room. But
Doubt it.
once they leave the arena, that's it.
Cause one thing I'm gonna say about him, he's big on energy.
Hmm.
He's big on allowing people in his space. Cause I listened to all his interviews. That was one thing like I said, I like Kevin Gates. I listen to his interviews. I like his music. Him and the what was her name? A radio personality lady. She on the weekends here in Atlanta. They got into it because she was conversating, came up on the conversation. He touched her, and he ain't like that because he's big on people energy and they aura of what they about. Jasmine said you never know who he was with backstage before you spit her mouth, and that's what I said earlier. He could have bust somebody down last night, the night prior. Like you say, backstage. We already know he from the what is it? An EBG, Eat a Booty Gang, all of that. So we already know what type of time he on. That's what I said earlier. He's a person who engages in sexual acts with whomever he chooses. That's his preferences. So it be. But then again, but you allowing him. I don't care if he brushed his teeth, flossed, whatever. You still allowing this man to drop saliva in his mouth. So every vagina he done ate, every booty hole he done sucked on, guess what? It's down your throat. That's just how I see it. And I'm looking at it from a medical standpoint. It's down your throat. So, hey, y'all just tuning in. That was nasty. Hey, Miss Pam, what's up, cuz? I'm telling you, that was nasty. Like I was just telling you, I wish I could have played the video for y'all because it was crazy. And like I said, the shame on that baby face when she rolls her head back up, when she had to take that walk of shame off the stage was sickening. I was like, oh my God. It was crazy. Because for one, like I said, she had to know, because she was hesitant. She was like, I don't know what to say. I wasn't saying, say no. Don't do it. Reconsider.
And
Well,
I'm
baby,
yeah, we know some folks gonna be like, oh, she was caught up in the moment. Absolutely. We're not disagreeing
yeah,
with you. We just saying
yeah.
the moment of the moment of knowing, being asked multiple times, and following through with the act. That's
Yeah.
all we say.
That's it. That's it. Cause like I say, people do that in their private space with the people they know, or the people that they choose to have those desires with. But it's just it plays out different when you're doing it with a stranger person you don't never know, but because he's fine, because he's a celebrity, because he has money, because you're in love with his music, you're willing to take that 10 seconds of fame
Mm-hmm.
and face the backlash on the end. That's it. To each his own, though. Just for me and my personal preference, I don't care if I've been knowing you 5, 10 years, we committed in a relationship, married. I'm not allowing anybody to spit their saliva down my throat. Stranger, partner, whomever. That's just not my preference. But it's just like, be careful. Process it first. Think, ask questions. I would have like, what is anything, Kevin?
The
What is
man, bro, you
anything? He
anything,
left a blanket statement, anything.
and she went for it.
And she went for it. She dove in head first. Sat in that chair. All he did was her whole held her hand, rubbed her hand a little bit, rubbed her face a little bit, and she was ready.
And she don't hit the oh.
Jasmine said, but nowadays nobody really know the person they are sleeping with, so wouldn't that be the same? That's just like a one night stand. Let's keep it real fact. Well, one night stand, you shouldn't be allowing that person to spit in your mouth.
And to Jazz, to your point, we said that earlier. Hey, some people mindset they're gonna view it that way. Some people gonna view it. Oh, I'm here for shits and giggles. Hey, he don't know me, I don't know him, and when I go home, I don't care about none of these people.
Hmm. And especially if you don't trust your partner that you with, you should
Mm-hmm.
be spitting there either. If you don't trust them,
Mm-hmm.
it's the thing that's out there. Call a spade a spade. So it goes either way. Like I said, that's what people into. Be into it. But just know what comes along with it. Now what she woke up in the morning with a sore throat. People have COVID and
Hey,
don't have symptoms at all. So you just drop saliva in her mouth. Now she wake up the next morning or 3 days later and she has COVID.
like me and you talked. Like I say, me and you talked about it. I would love to have been the fly on the wall the next day.
Yeah, I would have loved to be able to stand by her when she came back down because I want to know. I would have ear hustled to see what she was telling her friends, what she thought of her experience. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to see if somebody tagged her. Really, I might have to inbox her. Be like, "Girl, what was your experience? Like, what was it like? Let
Because
me get
one or
you."
two, either she flew in or she from the city. You in?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, to each his own. This
Absolutely.
having conversations. Um, I ain't want to say it, but this was public, like you say. Now she has to deal with it. So glad there was no internet when I was growing up. Yep, exactly. That's the only difference. It wasn't really internet wasn't popping back
Oh yeah.
then. Probably in my younger years, too. It wasn't. It was mostly like you said, video cameras. But yep, it was very much public. He said, "Tell her Thawed want to talk to her." Yes, that's why I said I
So
gotta. I'm gonna go on TikTok and all these other places because I know I posted it on my TikTok. I do want to go and see. I know Kevin Gates posted, like I said, DJ Choice posted. I want to go and see if someone actually tagged her name so we can talk to her because it won't be to bash her, downplay her, make her feel any kind of way. I just want to know what was your experience and what was your afterthought. That's it.
I agree. I want to know. Inquiring minds want to know. I believe that.
Want to know. Want to know real bad. Nah. Well, yeah, like I say, he booked it till the new year. So like I say, he gonna spend in 30 more miles. So we gonna see if people are gonna continue to allow this to go on. Hey, Wally, yes, who that nation, babes? The Saints. Yeah, just want to know she gonna probably turn that experience into a bad Oh, that's a good thing. I didn't even think of that.
We kind of touched on it earlier, but yeah, hey, J Jack, you are absolutely and automatically right because, like I say, you just hit the nail on the head. Somebody's going to interview her. She's going to have to tell her side, and most people are going to want to hear that side. Like, walk us through the moment. Was there anything preconceived before the show? Did you know you was going to pick? It's a multitude of things that a lot of folks want to know
Yeah.
because I
Yeah.
want
What was you offered backstage?
the same thing with Miss Pound Town. It's a lot of questions that
Mm-hmm.
we still want to know from that video.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. Jasmine said I want to go again. Yeah, he'll be in Detroit. Next month, either the end of this month or next month, he'll be in Detroit. So yeah, but we have come up on our hour, man. Y'all could have been doing anything else, but y'all been rocking it out with us. Whether you're watching it now, like, share, comment, subscribe to Thawed Magazine, or if you're gonna watch it later at a later day in the time, man. Either way, I thank y'all. We appreciate y'all for all that you guys do, tuning in, participating, having candid conversations with me and Matt. Man, we love y'all.
Absolutely, and we'll be remiss if before we end this show. A prayers and thoughts to everyone that's suffering from the tragic fighting going on in the Middle East out there. Our prayers with you. Um, like I say, we get on this show, we have fun, we talk about life events. That's another life event. So prayers out to the Middle East. Other than that, we'll see y'all next Wednesday, same time, same bat channel. Hey, we working on some topics. We got some hot topics. We're gonna cut up a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Y'all sit back, sit out there, get your thoughts together, ask us stuff. You got all our social media platforms. Hey, peace.
Peace out.